Well, hi there. Happy Tuesday. It is June the 12th, 2018, and I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where the consensus is the louder you make your pickup truck sound, the smaller we think your dick is. Alright, seriously, is it just me, or are loud engines the most annoying and obnoxious things in the world? Can someone please explain to me what the appeal is of having a vehicle 10 times louder than every other vehicle on the road? All you do is piss people off, I swear to God. Cut it out. Get a normal truck. Get it fixed, whatever it is. Good morning. Welcome to the supplemental Is It Just Me show, the as of yet unnamed supplemental show. It's going to be a temporary show most likely, but for the time being I felt the need to do a secondary show because Is It Just Me seems to get longer and longer, and yet I seem to say less and less. So it's just an opportunity to give you some more of my thoughts that I'm probably having while I'm speaking about something else in the evenings with Gord. So as I said, it is unnamed. And I'm going to leave that up to you guys because I do not have the time or the energy to be creative enough to come up with a name for two shows at the same time. So send in your suggestions to maybeitsme42@gmail.com or call the show and leave a message, 604-343-9745. But please be sure to specify if you don't want your message played on the air, because if you do not specify, I promise you it's getting played. Today we're going to talk about something a little personal. Very personal, in fact. Something that's kind of rattled my cage for the last couple of weeks, but it really hit home when I woke up this morning. Aging. Aging. It happens to all of us, whether we like it or not. No matter how much we try to stave it off, prevent it, deter it, it seems to happen with or without our consent. Every year, it gets a little worse. And I am 6 days away from turning 40.
Shut up!
No, I swear to God, it's true. The big 4-0. How do we feel about turning 40? How do you feel about turning 40? The tail end of Generation X is now old men. How does that make you feel, guys out there? Let me know. Maybe it's me42@gmail.com. In less than a week, I'll be 40 years old. It's the landmark age of perceived maturity, the top of the hill, the beginning of the end. It could be argued that by the age of 40, we should have it all figured out, have the answers. Should have locked in the coordinates and set the computer on autopilot. Do you know anybody who has it all figured out? Do you know anybody who has even a little bit of it completely understood? Is it just me, or are people our age as lost and confused and as frightened as we've ever been? Some of us more so than ever, because all of the anxieties we've struggled with for the last 20 years are now accompanied by the physical complications that begin appearing as we approach what most people very optimistically call middle-aged. Some of us believed we had all the answers in our 20s. We got the insider tip. We took a glance behind the curtain. We prepared ourselves for a smooth succession of IKEA trips and wine tastings and arguments over toilet seats and tub drain hair. Personally, I had it all at 22 years old. Or at least what was conventionally referred to as what we're supposed to consider having it all. I had the home, the car, the wife, the job, the developing ulcer, the constant stress about taxes. Then at 26, I found myself staring blankly at the frozen food aisle of a Safeway at 11 o'clock at night with absolutely no idea what I like to eat anymore, because I hadn't bought groceries for myself in 4 years. 6 days later, I arrived in Vancouver with a gym bag full of clothing and an unopened GST check in my pocket. It was about $90 if I remember correctly. It took all of 6 days for me to be stripped of everything I had. Everything I had spent what I perceived to be an entire lifetime building. It took less than 6 days for me to come to terms with the reality that I had absolutely nothing figured out.